Hi everyone, welcome to Lipstick on a Rig. Today we're going to be making this really easy spiderweb beanie. For this project, I'm going to be using size 4 medium weight acrylic yarn, and this is just the Big Twist Value brand, and I'm using soft gray. I'm also going to be using a size F or 5 crochet hook. And we're going to begin this project with a magic circle, and we're going to place 12 double crochets inside of it. And if you're unfamiliar with any of the stitches used in this pattern, then please check the links in the description because I will have my stitch tutorials listed down there. And from here, we're going to be working a continuous loop pattern, which means we won't be starting and stopping each individual row, but instead it's going to act like more of a spiral. So you might find it helpful to grab a scrap piece of yarn or a stitch marker to keep up with the first stitch in every row. And the pattern for the next row is going to be to place a double crochet and a front post stitch in every stitch in your row. So go ahead and place your first double crochet stitch, and then to place your front post stitch, what you're going to do is yarn over, and then you're just going to simply insert your crochet hook from the front around to the back and then back around to the front again, just like that. Then yarn over and pull through that post, yarn over and drop 2 loops, and then yarn over and drop 2 more. So go ahead and repeat that process for every stitch in your row, and when you get to the end of your row, you should have 24 stitches. And the pattern for the next row is going to be to place 2 back post stitches in this first stitch, and I'm going to show you how to do that really fast. So go ahead and yarn over, and then you're going to insert your crochet hook up from the back, around the front of that post, and then back around to the back again. So just kind of the reverse of your front post stitch. Then yarn over and pull through that post, yarn over and drop 2 loops, and then yarn over and drop your last 2 loops there. And then just go ahead and repeat that one more time, placing one more back post stitch in that first stitch, and then you're going to place a front post stitch in your second stitch here. And you're just going to repeat that pattern going all the way around your row, and when you get done, you should have 36 stitches. And the pattern for the next row is going to be to place 1 double crochet in your first stitch, 2 double crochets in your second stitch, and then a front post stitch in your third stitch. And you're just going to want to repeat that pattern going all the way around your row, and when you get done, you should have a total of 48 stitches. And the pattern for this next row is going to be to place 1 back post stitch in your first 2 stitches here, and then to place 2 back post stitches in your third stitch. Then you're going to place a front post stitch in your fourth stitch. And you're just going to want to repeat that going all the way around your row, and when you get done, you should have a total of 60 stitches. And the pattern for the next row is going to be to place 1 double crochet in your first 3 stitches, then 2 double crochets in your 4th stitch. Then you're going to place a front post stitch around your 5th stitch here. So go ahead and repeat that going all the way around your row, and when you get done, you should have 72 stitches. And that was our last row of increasing. So from here, we're basically going to be following a 2-row pattern. So for the first row, what you're going to want to do is place 1 back post stitch in each of these double crochet stitches from your previous row. So that's your first 5 stitches here. Then you're going to place a front post stitch in your 6th, where your front post stitch previously existed. And then in the next row, you're going to place double crochet stitches here. So you'll place 1 double crochet in your first 5 stitches, and then a front post stitch where your previous row's front post stitch is here in the 6th stitch. So you're just going to continue to alternate between those 2 rows while you build the body of your beanie. I went ahead and repeated that 2-row pattern for 16 rows, and now it looks like this. So from here, what I want you to do is make sure that you have not placed your last front post stitch here. So if you have, just go ahead and pull that out. And so in this front post stitch, what we're going to do is we're going to place a double crochet in the top of that stitch. Then we're going to place a triple crochet around this post. So go ahead and yarn over twice, then insert your crochet hook around that post. Yarn over and draw through your post, and then you're going to drop 2 loops until you only have 1 remaining on your crochet hook. Just like that. Then go back into that same stitch where you placed your double crochet and place another double crochet. And this should all be at the top of your post stitch there. So it should look something like this. So from here, we're going to place a single crochet in our next 4 stitches. And then what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet these 3 stitches together here, and it's a little bit funky, so go ahead and insert your crochet hook up underneath the first stitch and yarn over and pull through. Then up underneath the second stitch and yarn over and pull through. Then again, yarn over and pull through up underneath that last stitch there. Then we're going to drop 3 loops and then drop 2 loops. And then from here, we're just going to place a single crochet in our next 4 stitches. And you should be at this front post stitch. So all you're going to want to do is place a double crochet, a triple front post stitch, and another double crochet in this same exact stitch, just like before. And then from here, we're just going to repeat that same pattern. So you're going to place a single crochet in your first 4 stitches, then single crochet 3 stitches together, then another single crochet in your next 4 stitches, and then you're going to place your double crochet, your triple front post stitch, and your double crochet here. So go ahead and repeat that pattern going all the way around your row. And so when it comes to your very last single crocheting 3 stitches together, you're actually going to want to single crochet 4 stitches together. And that is just so that we can continue to follow this continuous loop pattern without interruption. So go ahead and yarn over and pull through those 4 stitches, then drop 4 loops and drop 2 loops. So from here, your pattern is going to be exactly the same as this row. So you're going to place 1 single crochet in your first 4 stitches, then you're going to place a double crochet, a triple front post stitch, and a double crochet here. Then you're going to place 1 single crochet in your next 4 stitches. Then you're going to single crochet 3 stitches together and just continue to repeat that. And you can repeat this for as many rows as you want to build this sort of pattern going up. So I went ahead and followed this pattern for 4 rows, and now it looks like this. And after you make that first adjustment where you single crochet 4 stitches together back here, you shouldn't have to do that again. It should just kind of flow continuously. And I recommend stopping at one of your low points. So all you're going to want to do is just place your crochet hook up underneath one of these decreases like this, and then pull up your yarn. We're going to pull through for a slip stitch there, and then you're just going to cut and tie off your yarn. And then I recommend hiding your tail up the inside of your beanie. And once you're done hiding your tail, it should look like this. And so from here, I highly recommend maybe putting some fake spiders on this beanie to really accentuate the spider web look, but it's entirely up to you. And there are also a ton of creative ideas that you could use for a poof ball, where you basically make a poof ball and then add legs to it. That would also be really adorable. Please let me know in the comments below if you experienced any issues while you were making this, and I will do my best to help you out. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, Lipstick on a Rig. Thank you so much for working with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day.